Hi, David here. I wanted to do a video this time instead of a written or typed up update on how Australia is going and my schooling and what's coming soon. So, a couple weeks ago, I was going to get my vaccinations. I needed to go to Africa, and we were asked if we got our word or heard from God on if we were supposed to go on outreach. And I got really nervous because I wasn't sure if the word I got was what I was supposed to write. So I was honest and I told my leaders that I wasn't ready to give my word, and they had to cancel my vaccination appointment and book it for a week later. And it was really tough for me. I apologized a lot, but I knew I had to hear from God first. And then I started reading in my devotionals the next day, and everything that week started pointing towards taking a leap of faith. I felt like God was telling me it's time to take a leap of faith. He spoke it in my devotional. And then on Wednesday morning, we had a worship day, in the morning. And during worship, one of the singers said that she got a word about King David, and it was all about taking a leap of faith. And that was 2 days in a row hearing God saying, take a leap of faith. So I felt like God was saying to me, you are going on outreach, take that leap of faith and go. And I was overjoyed, like I was at peace. I finally was able to take the little outreach notebook that we have and write my word in there and tell them, I'm ready, I'm going on outreach. Then we were told that on Wednesday night at dinner that the next day we would be having together time at a park, and it would be about what we were learning in class, all about unity. That was our topic that week. And I got nervous because they wanted us to hear about what our contribution was to the team, our each individual contribution. And my classmate Nikki said to me, David, do not be nervous. And she made it clear that there was no need to fear or have those nerves, and it put me at ease. Well, Thursday morning came. It was the morning we were ready to go to the park, and as I woke up, I heard a Bible verse come into my head, and it was Matthew 5:9. And normally when I get a Bible verse, I don't know what it means. I don't know what it's talking about, and when I get to it, it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't resonate anything to me. I'm not a Bible verse getting type of person. But this time I got Matthew 5:9, and I got it as I was waking up. And immediately I knew it was God telling me to be a peacemaker. And if you read it, it is all about being a peacemaker. And I felt like that was my contribution to the team. When I did my outreach to India after my disciple training school back in 2014, 2015, I wasn't really a peacemaker during outreach. Yeah, it was a great outreach. Yes, God did many amazing things, but I felt like I wasn't the greatest peacemaker I could have been. So this time around, God is telling me I need to be a peacemaker. And I didn't tell anybody, but I am the only male going on outreach, which is interesting because part of the outreach we're going to be in tents, we're going to be camping, and I get my own tent, which is it's going to be fun. But I am the only man, so being a peacemaker with all these other women, and being there for them is a big deal. And I felt like God was saying you need to be a peacemaker. So that was my word for that morning, and it was just amazing that God spoke to me in those ways during the week, and even that morning my devotional was about taking that leap of faith, and it was just like that whole week God was just telling me to take a leap of faith. Since coming here, I've had several words. When I was sick, God told me to stop taking the easy way out and fight the battles and go deeper. Then I got words about not doubting him or doubting that he speaks to me. And then that week, a couple weeks ago, I started getting words about taking a leap of faith and really trusting in God. And I'm learning to do that, and I'm really working. There are certain things in my life that I'm working on here too. Beside going to class, beside having those intercession and worship times, there are a couple things that I'm really working on. One is just some personal things, and another thing is about my fear, always feeling like pressure to hear from God, or my anxiety. I'm reading a devotional about not fearing and trusting God, and that's a big deal for me, not to fear and not feel so anxious, and I'm really learning to do that. And I have people around me who are pushing me and really there for me. My one-on-one is who every week we have a one-on-one where we meet one of our leaders and get to speak and talk about how our week is going, what we're struggling with, what we need prayer for, and the good stuff. And this week I'm going to have my one-on-one, but I'm also going to be meeting with the head of the base, the guy who started the YWAM base here in Perth, and have an extra special time of prayer. There's some things that me and him are going to talk about that I would really like God to work through. And it's going to be a great time. That's happening tomorrow at 4. So if you guys can pray over that time, my time meeting with him. And his name is Pete, so I'll be meeting with Pete at 4, and we're going to be just dealing with some things in my life that I really want God to really help me with, and really take me through, and really get some help with. So I am going to Zambia. I am going to South Sudan, beginning of April. We're going for 11 weeks, and I really need some support from people. I know a lot of people have said that, or have given money, and it's been very amazing that people are giving, but I still need a whole bunch more. I need about 3,100 or a little more American dollars worth, and I really need people to pray about giving and what they can do to help. And I'm very blessed to have this platform to reach you guys, because I can thank you personally, and I can thank everybody who's been praying for me, and everybody who's really taken the time to read my letter, read my blog post, and be there. I'm very grateful. So yeah, we are going for 11 weeks, and we are going to be bringing simple healthcare. We're going to be taking healthcare topics, making them simple, and bringing them to those nations so that we can teach them these simple topics, and that they can continue to teach themselves and bring it to their communities, and really bring healthcare to their communities where there is none, or where the healthcare system is so broken. And also bringing Jesus to these people, and bringing the gospel to them. It's not going to be easy, and that's why I need people around me praying. I need people supporting me financially, but definitely pray for me, pray for our team, and pray that God really moves during this time. And I really thank you guys for listening, and thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch this. Thank you.